What's up everyone, it's just Blaze89. Today's video we're going to be doing the best class setup for the EM2 in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Before we get into it, I just want to say a quick thanks to people who've subscribed this week. If you want a shout out, just leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to give you one. Thank you again for that, but let's get into the video. So we're going to be running the Gunfighter wildcard just so we can have more attachments to this weapon. I'm not going to be changing the sight because I like the sight that comes with this as standard, but if you'd prefer to have another one, pick whatever you choose. So the attachments we're going to have is going to be the suppressor, just so that we won't show up on the minimap as a red dot when we're firing our weapon. That's it really for that one. The next one we're going to have is going to be the reinforced heavy barrel. That's going to give us a 100% increase to our damage range, but it actually does more than that because it takes you up to 70.49 meters from like 32 meters, which is really weird. But anyway, it's really good increase to range. We're also going to get a 40% boost to our bullet velocity, which is going to take us from 632 meters a second to 908. We do get a minus 4% to our sprint and move speed, but that's really not noticeable. A minus 20% to our aim walking movement speed, but again, it's not going to be a major problem. The next attachment is going to be the Ember Sighting point. That's going to give us a 30 meter reveal distance, meaning it basically works like the flashlight, and it will put a red circle above the enemy's heads if they're near your line of sight. It's very useful to help spot enemies, especially if they're head glitching or in bushes. Sorry about that. It also gives us a plus 30% to hip fire accuracy in case you're caught in a close range gunfight and can't switch to your secondary weapon. That's really useful. It does give us a minus 10% to sprint to fire time and aim down sight time, but we will be sorting that with our other attachments. The next attachment is going to be the Foregrip, because that gives us plus 15% to horizontal recoil control, and it doesn't have any downside at all. There is other attachments that give you the same in terms of recoil control, but they also give you downsides with no real reason to pick that one instead. So the next one we're going to go with is the 30 round mag, because it only comes with 20 rounds in the mag as standard, and that's not ideal. You're going to run out of bullets way too quick, and being as this gun has a slow reload time anyway at 2.6 seconds, this will increase it up to 2.9, but it doesn't really make a difference because 2.6 is real slow anyhow, so you're going to have to get into cover when you reload either way. Even if you went for the fast mags, it's only going to take it down to 2 seconds, so again you'd still need to get behind cover when you reload. So my advice would just be to go for the 30 round mag, as other than the reload time, it doesn't have any other downsides like your aim down sight like some of the others do. The next attachment we're going to go with is going to be the Airborne elastic wrap. That's going to give us a minus 10% to our shooting move speed and a minus 15% to sprint to fire, but again that's going to be counterbalanced by the next attachment. It does give us a plus 30% to our aim down sight time, which is going to take us from 330 milliseconds all the way down to 240, which is pretty damn fast. The next attachment we're going to have, and this is the last one, is the CQB pad. That's going to give us a plus 30% sprint to fire time, taking us from 500 milliseconds down to 380, and give us a minus 15% to our hip fire accuracy. This doesn't matter though, as we already gained 30% from the Ember Sighting point. As for equipment, I tend to go with the Stim Shot, Semtex and the gas mine. You could really go with whatever you want. I would say the Stim Shot is fairly necessary though, because I find it really useful just for getting you back into gunfights quicker. My secondary weapon, if you're interested, I always go with the Diamatti and dual wield, because they just melt people and they've got more range than the Ranger shotguns do. The attachments I have on there is, you can either go for the SOCOM Eliminator as I did here, or you can go for the suppressor, it's up to you. I then have the Task Force barrel, the SWAT laser sight, the Salvo 30 round fast mag, and obviously dual wield. My perks are Flak Jacket, obviously for less explosive damage, Assassin just because it exploits the broken score streak system and you get score bonus depending on how many kill streak the person you killed was on. And then finally Ninja, just so when we are running around they're not going to hear our footsteps stomping around and hear us coming. So the only way they're going to spot us is if they do have ghost. If they do have ghost, what am I on about? If they do have a UAV, obviously they'll still see you, but other than that, you're not going to pop up firing your weapon, and they're not going to hear you running around for the most part. Just making it easier to move around the map in general. So that's my setup. I hope it's helpful to you. Give it a try. Let me know what you think down below. Again, thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and you enjoyed the video, please think about doing it. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, dislike if you didn't. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Again, if you've subscribed and you wanted a shout out, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to do it in the next video. See you in the next one. Peace.